Hello everyone. In this session, I'll be solving 4 questions on independent branches. First 2 questions which appeared for 6 marks, another 2 questions which appeared for 12 marks. Let us take up the questions one by one. This is the first question, a very small question which appeared for 6 marks. Let us see the informations given in the question. Pass adjusting entries in the books of head office to record the following transactions. We have already discussed this adjustment entries to be passed in the books of head office in the theory part. The same entries we have to use here. Okay, the first adjustment given here is goods amounting to rupees 40,000 transferred from branch A to branch B under the instruction of head office. Here there are 2 branches, branch A and branch B. The head office is giving instruction to branch A to transfer goods worth rupees 40,000 to branch B. So A becomes the supplying branch and B becomes the receiving branch. So what is the entry we have to pass here? Receiving branch's account data to supplying branch's account. So the entry will be branch B's account data to branch A's account and the amount is 40,000. Then the second adjustment, depreciation on branch fixed assets of branch A is 20,000 and branch B is 30,000 when such accounts are maintained at the head office. Here the branch fixed assets accounts are maintained in the books of head office. In that case, what is the depreciation entry we have to pass? The entry will be branch account data to concerned branch fixed assets account. So in this case, there are 2 branches and they have given the depreciation amount directly in the question. So the entry in this case will be branch A's account data 20,000, branch B's account data 30,000, to branch A's fixed assets account 20,000, to branch B's fixed assets account 30,000. In this case, if you want, you can pass a separate entry or you can pass a compound entry just like this. Okay. Then coming to the third adjustment given in the question, a sum of rupees 5,000 has to be charged to branch A for the administrative services rendered by the head office. Here the head office has rendered administrative services to branch A, that is why branch A should be charged 5,000. So now what is the entry we have to pass? The entry will be branch A's account data to administrative expenses account. What is the amount we are going to charge? That is 5,000. Okay. So these are the adjustment entries we have to pass with regard to first question. Then let us take up the second question. Again here also this is a small question which comes for 6 marks. Let us see what are the informations given in the question. A head office at Mangalore has branches at Puttur and Udupi. Give entries in the books of head office to rectify or adjust the following, assuming that the books are closed on 31st March 2007. They have given 5 adjustments. Let us take up one by one. The first adjustment is expenses of rupees 4,800 to be charged to Udupi branch for work done on its behalf by head office. Here, head office has done the work on behalf of the branch and the payment is also done by the head office on behalf of the branch. It is as good as the payment is made by the head office on behalf of the branch. In that case, the entry will be Udupi branch account data to bank account. The amount paid is 4,800. Then the second adjustment given here is Puttur branch paid 3,600 as salary to a visiting head office official. The branch has debited the amount to the salaries account. Okay, here the official had visited the branch and at that time branch has given a salary of 3,600. Actually he is working in the head office, so the salary to that staff should be paid by the head office. Now it is as good as head office expenses has been paid by the branch on behalf of the head office. In that case, the entry will be concerned payment account data to branch account. So here, what is the concerned payment? Salary. So that is the entry will be salaries account data to Puttur branch account. The amount of salary paid is 3,600. Then the third one, depreciation at 10% per annum is to be charged on furniture at Puttur costing rupees 10,000, the account of which is maintained at the head office. Okay, here Puttur branch is having a furniture costing rupees 10,000. On that we have to charge the depreciation at 10% and the account relating to this furniture is maintained in the books of head office. So what is the entry we have to pass here? Puttur branch account data to Puttur branch furniture account on 10,000 at the rate of 10%, which comes to 1,000 rupees. Then coming to the fourth one, goods costing rupees 2,400 purchased by head office from Souza Brothers but the payment made by Puttur branch. Here, head office has purchased the goods worth rupees 2400 from the Souza brothers, but the payment has been made by the Puttur branch. So it is as good as branch has made the payment on behalf of the head office. Then the entry will be concerned payment account data to branch account. Here, what is the concerned payment? They have made the purchases. So the entry will be purchases account data to Puttur branch account. The amount of purchases is 2400. The next adjustment, a remittance of rupees 3750, nothing but cash sent amounting to rupees 3750 made by Udupi branch to head office on 28 March 2007 was received by the latter means head office on 1st April 2007. Now we have to see when the financial year ends. It is given here that financial year ends on 31st March 2007, but the cash has reached the head office on 1st April 2007, which means that the remittance did not reach the head office till the last day of the financial year. So it should be taken as cash in transit. Okay. So what is the entry we have to pass then in the books of head office? Cash in transit account data to Udupi branch account. Cash in transit account data to Udupi branch account amounting to 3750. Coming to the third question, the following is the trial balance sent by Mysore branch to its head office at Bangalore. In the trial balance, we find datas 7000, creditors 1000, purchases 11,000, sales 44,000, goods from head office, nothing but goods received from head office 4,500, carriage inwards 500, discount they have given two balances, debit balance as well as credit balance. Debit balance means discount allowed and credit balance means discount received. Okay. Then stock on January 2010, nothing but opening stock amounting to 3,000, furniture 2,800, commission they have given credit balance, nothing but commission received. Okay. Then salaries, in the bracket it is given that only 11 months salary has been paid amounting to 11,000, nothing but 1 month salary is outstanding amounting to 1,000. So total salary will be 11,000 plus outstanding 1,000, total 12,000. Okay. Then rent they have paid for the 13 months amounting to 1,300, which means that 1 month's rent is paid in advance. Okay. Here 1 month's rent comes to 100 rupees. So if when you are writing in the profit and loss account 1,300 minus 100, so remaining balance of 1,200 will be the actual rent for the current financial year. Then insurance 240, other expenses 1,660, then due to head office, nothing but in the books of branch the head office account is showing a debit balance of 5,000 and credit balance of 1,400. Then other adjustments given are, first one, stock on 31st December 2010 amounting to 6,000, which is a closing stock. Then second one, insurance was paid for the year ending 31st March 2011. So now when you see the closing stock date, the current financial year ends on 31st December 2010. So which means that the insurance has been paid in advance for the next 3 months. Okay. So now how to calculate the prepaid insurance amount? Total amount of insurance paid here is 240. So 240 into 3 by 12, you get 60 rupees. So this is the prepaid insurance amount. Then the third adjustment given is reserve for bad and doubtful debts at 8% on datas. So far this adjustment was not there. Now we have to create reserve for doubtful and bad debts at 8% on datas. Total datas we have is 7,000. On that we have to calculate 8%. Then the fourth adjustment given here is the head office lent to the branch the use of a plant valued rupees 3,000 and the depreciation was to be charged at 10%. Here this is a special transaction taking place between the head office and independent branch. The plant valuing rupees 3,000 belonging to the head office has been given to the branch for usage purpose. That is why they have to charge depreciation at 10% on 3,000. So 10% on 3,000 comes to 300. So this is the depreciation has to be charged on the plant value rupees 3,000. Requirement given in the question is to incorporate the branch accounts in the books of head office by means of journal entries. As we discussed in the theory part, incorporation is nothing but on the receipt of copy of trial balance by the head office will incorporate all the items found in the trial balance by preparing the branch trading and profit and loss account and also branch account. Okay. In this case, they have asked us to pass the journal entries to incorporate the items. That is why we will be passing all the incorporation entries. In addition to that, we have to prepare the branch account. Remember, before we incorporate all these items found in the trial balance, if there are any special transactions taking place between the head office and independent branches, first for that we have to pass the entry, only then we have to take up the incorporation entries. Okay, in this case there is one transaction, one special transaction taking place between the head office and independent branch, that is adjustment number 4. So first we have to pass the entry for this adjustment, then we have to pass the entries for incorporation. So let us start the solution part. As I said just now, first we have to pass the adjustment entries, only then we have to take up the incorporation entries. In the fourth point, it is given that head office lent to the branch use of a plant valued rupees 3000 and depreciation was to be charged at 10%. Here, plant which is actually belonging to the head office has been given to the branch for usage purpose. That is why we have to charge 10% depreciation on 3000, which comes to 300. Now, what is the adjustment entry required here? The adjustment entry required here is branch account data to plant account. Here, the name of the branch is Mysore branch. That is why we are passing the entry. Mysore branch account data to plant account, amount is 300. That is 10% on 3000. After this adjusting entry, there are no other special transactions, so we can now start the incorporation entries. The first incorporation entry has to be passed for incorporating all the debit items of the branch trading account. In the branch trading account, on the debit side, usually come across items like opening stock, purchases, then wages and other direct expenses. We should also include one more adjustment here, or one more item here, that is goods received from head office or other branches. Okay, let us see what are the items given in this question. Opening stock is given here, purchases, goods from head office, then carriage inwards. Okay, we are going to incorporate these debit items in the head office books. What is the entry required here? The entry will be branch trading account data to branch account. Okay, Mysore branch trading account data to Mysore branch account. In the narration, we are going to write being the incorporation of following debit items of branch trading account, that is opening stock 3000, purchases 11,000, goods from head office 4,500, carriage inwards 500. Altogether total debit will be 19,000. So this is the first incorporation entry. Then the second incorporation entry has to be passed for incorporating the credit items of the branch trading account. Okay, we usually come across items like sales, then closing stock. Here in the case of branch accounting, we should also include one more item, that is goods transferred to head office or other branches. Let us see what are the items given in this case. Sales they have given, that is 44,000. Then here they have also given closing stock. We don't find items like goods transferred from this branch to the head office or other branches. So only two items we find here. So the entry here will be branch account data to branch trading account. Okay. The third entry here, Mysore branch account data to Mysore branch trading account. In the narration we have to write being the incorporation of following credit items, that is sales 44,000 and closing stock 6,000. Total credit is 50,000. Okay. After passing these two incorporation entries, which is regarding the branch trading account, we are going to balance the trading account to find out whether there is gross profit or gross loss. Okay. If you imagine a branch trading and profit and loss account here. Okay, so on the debit side we have written 19,000. Total debit given is 19,000 and total credit given is 50,000. Okay, so now here credit side total is more, so 50,000. We are going to write the total on both the sides. We get the balancing figure of 31,000 here on the debit side. Okay, so this is the balancing figure. Now to which account it should be transferred? So it should be transferred to the next section, that is branch profit and loss account. So the entry will be branch trading account data to branch profit and loss account, being the transfer of gross profit. The same entry is written here. Mysore branch trading account data to Mysore branch profit and loss account, amount is 31,000. Okay, now this 31,000 should be brought down to the next section by writing by branch trading account, that is 31,000. Okay, after this we have to pass the incorporation entries with regard to branch profit and loss account. So the next entry will be for incorporating all the debit items of the branch profit and loss account. So now debit items are nothing but all the expenses and losses which we show in the profit and loss account. Let us see what are the items given in this case. Okay, here we find discount. Okay, discount, a minute. Discount allowed is an expense that we have to write here. Then we have salary, including outstanding, we have to write total for 12 months. Then rent, by deducting the prepaid, we have to write the rent amount. Then insurance we have to write, other expenses we have to write, and in addition to that we have to also write the reserve for bad and doubtful debt, and again one more item, that is depreciation on plant, because the plant has been used at the branch. So these are the debit items which appear on the debit side of the branch profit and loss account. So to incorporate that, what is the entry required here? Okay, the entry will be branch profit and loss account data to branch account. Okay, entry here is branch profit and loss account data to branch account. That is, here we have to show in the narration, being the incorporation of following debit items of profit and loss account, that is discount allowed 1000, salaries for 11 months 11,000 plus 1 month's outstanding, together 12,000. Then rent from 1,300, we are deducting the prepaid amount of 100, so actual rent will be 1,200. Then office expenses 1,660. Insurance, from the total amount we are deducting the prepaid, that is 60 rupees. So finally the actual amount for the current year will be 180 rupees. Then depreciation on the plant 10% on 3,000, which comes to 300. Then we have to create reserve for bad and doubtful debts on 7,000 at the rate of 8%, which comes to 560 rupees. So when you add all these items, you get 16,900. Okay, so this is the total debit we find on the profit and loss account. Okay, so you can write the entry here to all debit items. What is the amount we are writing? 16,900. Okay, then the next incorporation entry will be for incorporating all the credit items of the branch profit and loss account. Okay, let us see what are the credit items. Credit items are nothing but all the incomes and gains we have to write. In this case we find discount received, that is 200 rupees, commission received 600 rupees. I don't find any other item, only two items are given here. So what is the entry we have to write here? The entry will be Mysore branch account data to profit and loss account. I'll show the entry. So here Mysore branch account data to Mysore branch profit and loss account. So we find here two items, that is discount received and commission received, together 2,600. So this should appear on the credit side of the branch profit and loss account. Let me make the entry here. By all the credit items amounting to 2,600. Okay, yes. So now after this entry, that is we have incorporated the debit items as well as the credit item. After this we are going to close the profit and loss account and find out what is the balancing figure. For that we have to pass the next entry, that is for transferring the net profit or net loss found in the branch profit and loss account. Here we find on the credit side 31,000 gross profit, which is transferred from the branch trading account. Then 2,600 the credit item. From that we are deducting 16,900 debit item. Now the balancing figure we get on the debit side is 16,700. Okay, so that is the net profit. We are getting the balancing figure on the debit side, which represent net profit. This net profit has to be transferred to the general profit and loss account. So we have to write here to general profit and loss account. So ultimately the entry is going to be branch profit and loss account data to general profit and loss account. The same entry is written here, Mysore branch profit and loss account data to general profit and loss account. So the amount of net profit transferred to the general profit and loss account is 16,007. After passing all these 6 entries in the books of head office for incorporating all the debit and credit items of branch trading and profit and loss account, the last incorporation entries have to be passed for incorporating the branch assets and liabilities in the books of head office. Okay, first we have to incorporate the branch assets. Now let us see what are the assets given in the question. they have given data here, then we find furniture, then closing stock is given. In addition to that, there are two prepaid expenses, that is prepaid rent and prepaid insurance. Now these assets have to be incorporated in the books of head office. What is the entry for that? Various branch assets account data to branch account. This branch assets account data to Mysore branch account. They have shown each asset separately. Coming to the first asset, branch data's account data, here 7,000 is the gross amount. From that they have deducted the RBD, okay, that is 560. The remaining balance is 6,440. Then branch furniture account data 2,800, branch closing stock account data 6,000, prepaid rent account data 100, then prepaid insurance account data 60 to Mysore branch account. So total asset incorporated in the books of head office is 15,400. Then the last incorporation entry is to incorporate the liabilities given in the books of branch. Okay, here the liabilities we find are creditors amounting to 1,000, then outstanding salary. There are only two liabilities which have to be incorporated in the books of head office. Okay, the entry will be the reverse entry, that is branch account data to various branch liabilities account. So that is Mysore branch account data to branch creditors account 1,000 to outstanding salaries account 1,000. So total liabilities incorporated in the books of head office is 2,000. Okay, we have completed all the incorporation entries now. For incorporating all the debit and credit items of branch trading and profit and loss account, and also the assets and liabilities. After this we have to prepare the branch account. Okay, in the branch account, so this is the Mysore branch account in the books of head office. First it has to start with the opening balance. In the question they have given here due to head office, which means that in the books of branch, head office account is showing debit balance of 5,000 and credit balance of 1,400. When you are writing in the books of head office, the balances will be reverse, that is the debit balance will be 1,400 and credit balance will be 5,000. So that is why in the branch account we have to write to balance brought down 1,400 and by balance brought down 5,000. Okay, if it is a debit balance for head office, it is a credit balance for branch. On the other hand, if it is a debit balance for branch, then it is a credit balance for head office. That is why the opening balance, two balances are also written here. After that, we have to see all the entries. Wherever the branch account is debited or credited, the same items have to be recorded here. In the first adjusting entry, we have written branch account data to plant account. So the entry is posted here, that is 300 rupees. After that, for incorporating the debit items of the branch trading account, we had written branch trading account data to branch account. So here we have written 19,000. Then for incorporating the credit item, we had written branch account data to branch trading accounts 50,000 amount. After that, the entry with regard to profit and loss account, for incorporating the debit items, the entry was branch profit and loss account data to branch account amounting to 16,900. Later, we passed the entry for incorporating the credit items of the profit and loss account. The entry was Mysore branch account data to branch profit and loss account 2,600. Okay, after that, last two entries for incorporating the various branch assets, that is datas, furniture, closing stock, prepaid rent and prepaid insurance, and the last incorporation entry for incorporating the liabilities, that is branch creditors and outstanding salaries. Okay, when you write all these items, Mysore branch account will tally at 56,300. There will not be any balance. So this is the solution for the third question which we have seen here. Okay, then let us take up the fourth question. This is the fourth question which we are going to solve in this session. In the question, it is given, following is the trial balance of Mangalore branch as on 31st March 2012. In the trial balance, we find Bangalore head office account is showing a debit balance, nothing but in the books of branch, head office account is showing a debit balance of 6,480. Then stock on 1/4/2011, nothing but it is the opening stock 12,600, purchases 35,000, goods received from head office, that is which we show on the debit side of the branch trading account 18,000, sales 76,000, goods supplied to head office. This is the item which appear on the credit side of the branch trading account along with the sales and closing stock. Then salary 3,000, debtors and creditors 7,400 and 3,700 each, rent 1,920, general expenses 940, cash at bank 3,560, furniture 2,800. Then other adjustments given are branch stock on 31st March 2012 5,400, nothing but it is the closing stock. Then in the paragraph it is given branch account in the books of head office on 31st March 2012 stood at rupees 920 debit balance. Okay. Then on 28th March 2012 head office sent goods of rupees 5,000 to the branch which were received by the branch on 3rd April 2012. Similarly, cash remittance of rupees 2,400 by the branch on 29th March 2012 was received by the head office on 2nd April 2012. You are required to pass journal entries to incorporate the above figure. Prepare Mangalore branch account. Okay, just like the previous question, here also we have to incorporate all the items of the branch trading and profit and loss account by means of passing the journal entries. Along with that, we have to prepare the branch account. Okay, as we discussed in the previous question also, before we pass the incorporation entries, if there are any special transactions, for that first we have to pass the entries. In this question, we can find that there are two special transactions which took place between the head office and independent branch, that is goods in transit and cash in transit. It is given here that on 28th March 2012, head office sent goods worth rupees 5,000 to the branch which were received by the branch on 3rd April 2012. Here on the top they have given when the accounting year closes. Okay, it is on 31st March 2012, but this goods reached the branch on 3rd April 2012, nothing but the goods did not reach the branch till the end of the financial year. That is why it should be taken as goods in transit. So the entry will be goods in transit account data to Mangalore branch account amounting to 5,000. Okay, the narration is being the goods sent to branch not received till the end of the financial year. Then the second special transaction is cash remittance of rupees 2,400 by the branch on 29th March 2012 was received by the head office on 2nd April 2012. Again, here also cash sent by the branch did not reach the head office till the end of the financial year, so it should be taken as cash in transit. So the entry will be cash in transit account data to Mangalore branch account amounting to 2,400. So these are the two special transactions which took place between the head office and independent branch, that is Mangalore branch. Now after this we have to start with the incorporation entries. First incorporation entry is for incorporating the debit items of branch trading account. In this case, let us see what are the items given. Opening stock is given here, purchases is given, goods received from head office we have to write, then we have to check if there are any other direct expenses. Okay, in this case we don't have any other expenses, direct expenses, so only 3 items are there. So what is the entry we have to pass? The entry will be branch trading account data to branch account. Okay, Mangalore branch trading account data to Mangalore branch account. So here in the narration we have to write being the incorporation of following debit items of branch trading account, that is opening stock 12,600, purchases 35,000, goods from head office 18,000. So total debit will be 65,600. Then the next incorporation entry will be for incorporating the credit items of branch trading account. Okay, let us see what are the items given here. First we have to write the sales, that is 76,000, then closing stock we have to write. In addition to that, in this question we should also write goods supplied to head office, that is 12,000. 3 items we have to write, and the entry will be Mangalore branch account data to Mangalore branch trading account. Okay, here Mangalore branch account data to Mangalore branch trading account. So here we have to write sales 76,000, goods supplied to head office 12,000, closing stock 5,400. Together the total credit is 93,400. After this we are going to balance the branch trading account to find out whether there is gross profit or gross loss. Let us write this in the format of branch trading account. On the debit side we have 65,600. Okay, 65,600 Then on the credit side, we have 93,400. 93,400. So you can just see here that credit side total is more, that is 93,400. So we have to get the balancing figure here. Balancing figure here is 27,800. So here we have got the balancing figure on the debit side, which represent gross profit. So it should be transferred to the next section, that is to the branch profit and loss account. So the entry will be branch trading account data to branch profit and loss account. Okay, this will be transferred to the other section. In the branch profit and loss account, we have to write by branch trading account 27,800. Okay, for transferring the entries branch trading account data to Mangalore branch account or Mangalore profit and loss account, amount is 27,800. Okay, after passing these three entries relating to branch trading account, now we have to pass the incorporation entries with regard to profit and loss account. Okay. Let's see what are the debit items of profit and loss account given in this question. They have given salary amounting to 3,000, then rent amount they have given, general expenses. I think there are no other debit items to be written on the debit side of the profit and loss account. So now what is the incorporation entry for incorporating these debit items? The entry will be branch profit and loss account data to Mangalore branch account. I'll show you the entry. Branch profit and loss account data to Mangalore branch account. So sorry, here by mistake I have written Mysore branch. So it should be Mangalore branch. Okay. Then under that, in the narration we can write, being the incorporation of following debit items of profit and loss account, salaries 3,000, rent 1,920, general expenses 940. So together the debit item is 5,860. Then the next entry has to be passed for incorporating the credit items of the profit and loss account. Here we don't find item like commission received or discount received or no other item. Okay, that is why incorporating the credit items in the books of head office account, we need not pass the entry. If you want, you can pass the entry and in the amount column you can write it as nil. Okay, you can skip that entry. Now we have incorporated the debit items of profit and loss account and there are no credit items. So we are going to balance the profit and loss account to see whether there is net profit or net loss. Okay, let us go back to the format which we had written earlier. Here we have brought forward the gross profit we got in the branch trading account. Then we have to write here the total debit item in the profit and loss account, that is 5,860. Okay, on the debit side 5,860. Now here also you can see that total of credit side is more than the debit side. So total will be 27,800. 27,800. You get the balancing figure here on the debit side. The balancing figure here is 21,940. Okay. So this debit balance represents that there is net profit. Okay. Now this net profit has to be transferred to the general profit and loss account. So you have to write here to general profit and loss account balancing figure. Now what is the entry ultimately? Branch profit and loss account data to general profit and loss account, same entry is written here. Mangalore branch profit and loss account data to general profit and loss account. Okay. After passing all these entries in the books of head office, we have to pass another two incorporation entries for incorporating the branch assets and liabilities in the books of head office. Okay, let us see what are the assets and liabilities given in this question. They have given debtors amounting to 7,400, then cash balance is given or cash at bank balance is given, furniture is given and closing stock. Okay, there are only 4 assets at the branch. Now what is the entry for incorporating that? Various branch assets account data to branch account. So the entry here is, we have to write all the assets separately. Branch debtors account data 7,400, branch bank balance account data 3,560, branch furniture account data 2,800, branch closing stock account data 5,400 to Mangalore branch account. Okay, total assets incorporated is 19,160. Then the last incorporation entry for incorporating the liabilities of the branch. Here we find that there is only one liability, that is creditors. Now what is the entry for incorporating that? The entry is branch account data to various liabilities account. So here the entry will be Mangalore branch account data to branch creditors account amounting to 3700. So here we complete all the incorporation entries in the books of head office. After this we have to prepare the Mangalore branch account in the books of head office. When we prepare the branch account in the books of head office, it has to start with the opening balance. Okay, that is, we have to write what is the branch account balance as per the books of head office. In this question they have given here clearly branch account in the head office books on 31st March 2012 is showing 920 rupees debit balance. So we can write here to balance brought down 920 rupees. But in the previous question this information was not given. That is why we took what is the head office account balance as per the books of branch. Then we have to take the reverse balance of that. If there it is a debit balance, in the books of head office it will be a credit balance. If there it is a credit balance, here it will be debit balance. Okay, there the information regarding the branch account balance as per the head office book, it was not given in the third question. That is why we followed that method. But here what is the branch account balance as per the books of head office, it is clearly stated in the question. So we can directly take to balance brought down 920. If this information is given, always we should consider this information. If it is not given, only then we have to go for the other method. Okay. So here we are writing to balance brought down 920. Then we have to post the other entries, that is adjusting entries and incorporation entries to the branch account. Okay. The first entry is for goods in transit. There we had written the entry goods in transit account data to branch account. So here we have to write by goods in transit account. Then the second entry for cash in transit, there we had written the entry cash in transit account data to branch account. So here we have to write by cash in transit account. Then coming to the incorporation entry, first incorporation entry was for incorporating the debit items of the branch trading account. There we had written branch trading account data to branch account. So here we have to write by Mangalore branch trading account 65,600. Then the next entry for incorporating the credit items of the trading account, we had written there Mangalore branch account data to branch trading account. So here we have to write to Mangalore branch trading account 93,400. Okay. Then the next incorporation entry was for incorporating the debit items of branch profit and loss account. There we had written the entry branch profit and loss account data to branch account. So here we have to write by branch profit and loss account 5,860. There was no credit items to be incorporated, we had skipped that entry. Okay. Now straight away we are going to incorporate the assets in the books of head office. That is, we had passed the entry various branch assets account data to branch account. So here the entry will be by branch debtors account, by branch bank balance account, by branch furniture account, by branch closing stock account. Then the last incorporation entry was for incorporating the liability. There was only one liability, that is creditor. There we had passed the entry branch account data to branch creditors account. So here the entry will come on the debit side to branch creditors account. After we write all these entries, the branch account, that is Mangalore branch account, will tally at 98,020. These are the 4 questions on independent branches. We have solved 2 questions for 6 marks and 2 questions for 12 marks. Okay, I'll come up with a few more questions which will be asked for 24 marks in the next sessions. Thank you for watching.